Hey, Shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom. Give me a second, Baba Kashawa. I'll check the feed, Israel. We're going to make sure we're good before we get started. Hey, shalom, in the place. Concept. Yeah, I just started this now. Shabbat told me to start late. Yeah, I'm live, too. What's what, sir? Con. Shalom, in the place. We good. Let's get a Lord a hand, man. Mm-hmm. Another day in hell, but we getting closer and closer to seeing heaven on earth. You know what I'm saying? Just like what we reading about in Sabbath. Let me get into it, man. Shalom, Israel. We got the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by the Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? The I.S.U.P.K has been teaching the truth since 1969. You know what I'm saying? And since then, we haven't been affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group, man. You know what I'm saying? There's only one body, and that is 1 West. If you if you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, if you call yourself part of all of them other Hebrew Israelite groups, then you are not in the truth. If you are not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth. You know, that's plain and simple like that, man. One body, 1 West, man. Today is the 7th day of the week, man. So it is the Sabbath, man. It's the I.S.U.P.K Houston, Galveston, Port Arthur, and Beaumont. You know what I'm saying? Sabbath service, man, where we get into our culture and keep the commandment of remembering the Sabbath and keeping it holy, man. You know what I'm saying? We up here today in Houston, you know what I'm saying, after school, you know what I'm saying, about to get into the scriptures, man. That's how we remember the Sabbath and keep it holy, man. You know what I'm saying? We take time to get into the scriptures and break them down. But before we do that, we read them in our native tongue. You know, the Lashawan Kodash. So we read the scriptures in the Hebrew, then we read them in the English, then we break them down, man, for our better understanding, for our full circle understanding of our, you know what I'm saying, our guidance, you know what I'm saying, our law, statutes, and commandments, our wisdom, our history, you know what I'm saying, our prophecies, our future, you know what I'm saying, our advice from the elders, from the prophets. This is from our book, man. This is a family book. This is a book for black and brown people. This is our family records. A holy Bible comes from the term holy means comes from the Hebrew word kodash, which means set apart, and Bible comes from the term biblos, which is Latin, which means records. So Holy Bible translated into English, to modern English, is set apart records. These are separate records, this book, which means, in other words, say this is a family book. This is a book for the Israelites. This is for their understanding. This is this these are writings for them and their generations upon generations upon generations. It's not just like, you know what I'm saying. I want to say Confucius was a Chinese man, and he spoke for the prosperity of Chinese men. You know, so they have their God, which is Buddha, or whatever you want to call it, Siddhartha. And just like, you know what I'm saying, the East Indians have, I don't even know who they have. You know what I'm saying? They have their gods. We have our power. We have the Most High, a nigga God. We read his records. That's what we do on the Sabbath, man. We read the records of the nigga God. So yeah, man. Without any further ado, I'm gonna get started with the Sabbath, man. We're gonna call up the first priest. We're gonna face east and get into these prayers, and then we're gonna get into it, man. Reading in the Hebrew. So with that, Imadium, which means to stand. Already. State your name and registry. Malakia Banyahawada Banyasha'ala. Yahaba Shim Yahshua Bragatha. Layasha'ala. All right, we're gonna get into these prayers, man. Wapanya Hakwadam. Is that correct? Wapanya Hakwadam, which means to stand and face east. Star, which means to turn. We're gonna face east. We're gonna talk to the Lord. What's prayer in the Hebrew? Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malak
Malakuska.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Batazaka.
Batazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Barataza.
Barataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Nathanaw.
Nathanaw.
Lacham.
Lacham.
Call.
Yawam.
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 Wasalaknaw.
Wasalaknaw.
Kabawafnaw.
Kabawafnaw.
Wasalaknaw.
Wasalaknaw.
Kabawafinaw.
Kabawafinaw.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabayanaw.
Tabayanaw.
Banasayan 1.
Manasai 1.
Abal.
Abal.
Awashaynaw.
Awashayanaw.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rai.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Waha'Allah.
Wahala.
Wata Parat.
Vata Parat.
La'awalamium.
La'awalamium.
Aman.
Aman. In the English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
who art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth as it is in heaven.
In earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts,
And forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors.
and we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Babakashah.
Babakashah.
Nathanaw.
Nathanlanau.
Hakak.
Akak.
Hakak.
Akak.
Larafa'ah.
Arapa'ah.
Call Makala.
Call Makala.
Wakal Marawa.
Wakal Marawa.
Hakak.
Akak.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatzrayim.
Hakak.
Akak.
Lahakwayam.
Lahakwayam.
Hamathiyam.
Hamathiyam.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Al Rakawat.
Arakawat.
Atama Allah.
Atama Allah.
Lagarashan.
Lagarashan.
Ba'ashem Yahweh.
Hashem Yahushai.
Tawada Aman.
The water Aman. In the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahweh.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Barak Lanaw.
Barak Lanaw.
Wayashala.
Wayashala.
Wahab Bayat Saparium.
Wahab Bayat Saparium.
Barak.
Barak.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
The name of Yahushai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Oh, no, this, yes.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
All. Aharium.
Aharium.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isarium.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
I.S.H.A.P.K.
I.S.H.A.P.K.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'arataza.
Wa'aratza.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Ayanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'a.
La'ab.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ab.
Yayashan.
Yayishan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yashar'Allah.
Yasha'Allah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Ayad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ayakayaka.
La'ayakayaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makal Rai.
Makal Rad.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athnapashka.
Afnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar Taza Athka.
Yashamar Taza Afka.
Bawaka.
Wabawa Aka.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aitha.
Wa'aid Awamam.
Wa'ad Awalam. In the English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
Who would not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yashala
he that keepeth Yashar'Allah
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Allahayim.
Allahayim.
All.
All.
Damayalaka.
Damiyalaka.
All Thakarash.
All Zakarash.
Wa'al.
Wa'al.
Tashakwat.
Tashakwat.
All.
All.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Hana.
Hana.
Awabyaka.
Awayabika.
Yahamayawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wamashanayaka.
Wamashanayaka.
Sha'awa.
Sha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka.
Al-Amika.
Ya'arayamwa.
Ya'arayamwa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Waya Taya Tazawa.
Wayataya Aitazawa.
Ala Tazapawanyaka.
Altazapawanyika.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakiyadam.
Mogalia.
Mogolia.
Wala'a.
Wala'at.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwad.
Awad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'ai Tazawa.
Nawa'ai Tazawa.
Lab.
La.
Yakadwa.
Yakarwa.
Alyaka.
Ayika.
Baryat.
Baryat.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahalya.
Ahaya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashamai Alayam.
Wayashamai Aliyam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagariam.
Wahagariam.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashap.
Palashab.
Am Yashabia.
Am Yashabiat.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Sarawai.
Laban Yalawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salat.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasiyasa Ra'ah.
Kasiyasa Ra'ah.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Koyashwan.
Koyashawan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayan Da'ira,
Ba'ayan Da'ara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adama,
La Adama,
Shayathamwa,
Shayathamwa,
Nadayama,
Nadiyamawa,
Nadayamawa,
Nadiyamawa,
Kaira,
Ka'ira,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakaza Bak,
Wakaza Bak,
Wakal Tazamanai,
Wakaza Zalmanai,
Call,
Call,
Nasia Kamu,
Nasia Kamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Naya Rasha,
Nayarasha,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
At,
Ak,
Na'awat,
Nawab,
Allahayam,
Alahayim,
Allahaya,
Alahayab,
Shayathamwa,
Shayathamwa,
Kagagala,
Kagagala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Rakat,
Wakwa,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Taba'ira,
Taba'ira,
Ya'ira,
Ya'ira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba,
Dalahat,
Dalahat,
Hariam,
Hariam,
Khan,
Khan,
Tharadapma,
Tharadatma,
Basa Irika,
Basa Irika,
Wabaso Apatha,
Wabasa Wapathka,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Palawan,
Qualawan,
Yabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawah,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahawa,
Wayabahawa,
Adyai,
Adi Id,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Wayada Iwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha,
Atha,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawah,
Labarka,
Labadka,
Alyawan,
Ayawan,
Al Kaharataza,
All Kaharataza. In the English, just that down. Keep not thou silence,
Keep not thou silent,
O power,
O power,
hold not thy peace,
hold not thy peace,
and be not still,
and be not still,
O power,
O power,
for lo,
for lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
thine enemy make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation,
that the name of Yasharallah
that the name of Yahshua Allah
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee,
They are confederate against thee,
the tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Israelites
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarene,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur also was joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kaisan,
as the brook of Kaisan,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like Areb,
and like Zeeb.
and like Zeb.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes as Zabah,
all their princes as Sabbath,
and as Zamuna,
and as Zamun,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
Let us take to ourselves
the houses of the power in possession.
the houses of the power and possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like the wheel,
make them like the wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth a wood,
as the fire burneth a wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Sorry. Turn to his front. Yeshabium, which means you may be seated. You got it. Get them prayers a hand, man. Yeah. Like I was saying, you know what I'm saying, before the very, very beginning of class, you know what I'm saying? It's similar to what we're reading about in the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? Moses is ushering the people to the promised land, you know what I'm saying, which is supposed to be heaven on earth, right? You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a land that's ruled by Israel, and there's is governed by the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, and you know what I'm saying, is brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but brotherhood to sisterhood. You know, that's what we on our way to now with what's going on, man. That's why I wanted to give a hand right out the jump, because you know what I'm saying, America is through his hat is officially through his hat in the ring of this World War III. So we might see some dark days. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said everything has to come, all the darkness has to come to pass before Christ returns. But when Christ returns, man, you count all that abortion out the window. You count all that lascivious behavior and homosexuality, and you know what I'm saying, fornication out the window. You count black on black and brown on brown crime and murder out the window. You know what I'm saying? You can count you can count eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster out the window. And so when Christ come back, it's gonna be decency and order. And we well on our way to that, man. That's a beautiful thing about them prayers too, because every time we face east, we're reminding the Most High of how bad this hell is. Because we reminded him that, yeah, there's some of us down here that keep the law, statutes, and commandments. There's some of us down here that know our culture. There's some of us down here that read the Lashawat Kodash and understand the law, statutes, and commandments, man. And we in hell, we need your help, Father. And then when he sees that, when he sees enough of that, when the Most High press that button, it's go time. But yeah, we about to get into the scriptures in Hebrew. Salakia, if starting later than normal, you know what I'm saying, we do have some things going on in the background, and these things that are going on in the background might even prevent us from having a full service today. But we gotta get it in, and we gotta keep that sixth commandment, right? The sixth commandment of the 10 commandments. That is, we gotta remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. So we're gonna be able to get a taste out there, but it might not be for long. But we about to go to the Hebrew. We left off at Exodus 32 and 30. So we at the end of Exodus chapter 32. If you want to read along in the Hebrew, download the Bible Hub app. You know, open it up. Go to interlinear, which is INT. You'll see the scripture turn into Greek or into Hebrew, depending on if you're in the Old Testament or the New Testament. Then you go up to the very top of the app. You click the book, chapter, and verse. You go to the book of Exodus. And then you go to chapter and verse. You're going to have to go to 32 first. Then you hit it again and go to 32 and 30. And then you'll see the Hebrew populate in the black. We read the black. We do not read the blue. The blue is Yiddish. And then the red is for reference in English. Whenever you're ready,
It's the book of Exodus, 32 and 30 in the Hebrew. YAHANNA, Ma Makarath, Amar, Masha, All, Ha'ain, a thumb. Chata, a thumb. Chata'a, God Allah. I.S.U.P.K, A-I-La, All, Yahweh, a warrior. Akapar, Akapara, Ba'ai, Chata'a, succumb. Verse 31. Wayashab, Mashab, All, Yahweh, Wayamar, Ana, Chata'a, Ha'aim, Hazah, Chata'a, Gadala, Waya I.S.U.P.K, Lahab, Alahaya, Zahab, Verse 32. Wa-I-Tha. Fasha'a. Khata'athum. Wa Ayun. Mahanaya. Na'a. Masaparakat. Ashar. Kasabat. Verse 33. Wayamar. Yahweh. All. Mashah. Maya. Ashar. Hata'at. Waya. Amachanawa. Masaparia. Verse 34. Wa-I-Tha. Laka. Nachat. Ath. Ha'aim. All. Ashar. Dabarathia. Laka. Hana. Mala'akaya. Yalaka. Lapan. Yaka. Wabayawam. Pakwadia. Wa-Pakwadia. Wa-Pakadathia. Ilayahum. Khata'athum. Verse 35. Yahweh. Ath. Ha'aim. I'll. Ashar. I.S.U.P.K. Ath. Ha'aigal. Ashar. I.S.H.A. Aharon. The book of Exodus 33, verse 1 in the Hebrew. We had the bar. Yahweh. All. Mashah. Laka. Mazah. Atha. Waha'ain. Ashar. Ha'aylayat. Ma'arataza. Matazarayim. All. Ha'arataza. Ashar. Nashaba Aithia. La Abaraham. Layatazak. Wala Ya'aikwab. La Amar. La Zakaraka. Athan Nana. Verse 2. Washalakathia. La Punyaka. Mala'aka.
Mala'ak is angel. So that's just I don't think that's your angel. So that's just Mala'ak, not Mala'aka. You keep going though.
Wa Gaurashathia. Ath. Hakana. Hakana Ainaya.
Kana'ain.
Hakana Ainia. Ha Amaria. Waha Kathaya. Wa Harzaya. Hawaya.
right back, guys.
Waha Yahweh Sayah. Verse 3. All Arachazah Zabath Kalav Wadabash Kaya La'av A'ila Bako Rabia I Quash Zlat Quashat Iraq Asa Hun Akalaka Badarak. Verse 4. Wayashamai Ha'im Af Hadabar Harai Hazah Wayata Abdullah Wala'a Shatawa Ayash Ibadua Ilayawa. Verse 5. Amar Yahweh All Masha Amar All Banya Yasher Allah Atham Aim Masha Iraq Ragai Achad Ilah.
Where you at?
Verse 5.
That's your last one.
Ba Korabka will call Yathayaka wa Itha Hawarad Idika ma I Wayaka wa Ada I ma Aisha Laka. It's the book of Exodus 32, verse 30 in the English. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses said unto the people, Ye have sinned a great sin, and now I will go up unto the Lord peradventure, and shall make an atonement for your sin. Verse 31. And Moses returned unto the Lord and said, O this people have sinned a great sin, and have made them gods of gold. Verse 32. Yet now, if thou wilt forgive their sin, and if not, blot me, I pray thee, out of thy book which thou hast written.
Okay, real quick. So where we leaving off, where we're picking up at this morning, or this afternoon rather, where we're picking up right now. So Moses, you know what I'm saying, where we were before, Moses was up on the Mount Sinai, you know what I'm saying, getting instructions from the Most High. He was getting all of the laws, statutes, and commandments. He was getting the judgments and how to, you know what I'm saying, operate the protocol within the nation. If something happens and you do this, something happens between these two brothers, you do this. If this brother does this, then you do that. You know what I'm saying? The judgments. And he was also given the instructions on how to make the tabernacle, and the tabernacle, which is like the mobile tent. It's like the mobile school in the house of the Most High in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? They pitched the tabernacle. That's where they will be given doing the sacrifices. That's where they will be teaching class. That's where they will be giving counsel. That's where they will be doing the priest work. That's where the tabernacle was. Gave him instructions on building the Ark of the Covenant. Gave him everything he needed to know. You know what I'm saying, for them to start being, you know what I'm saying, the great nation of their own people. You know what I'm saying, which is their direction is going to the land of Canaan. So by the time the Lord is seeing it, so by the time they get to Canaan, not only will all of the bad seeds of Israel have died off, but they'll have the law, statutes, and commandments. They'll have the judgments. they'll have the order and the decency and the tabernacle and the priest and the protocol and everything they need to be, the greatest nation in the land of Canaan. So Moses was up there getting all them instructions. He was up at the top of Mount Sinai. And as soon as he came down, right before he came down, he delayed to come down. He told the people, I'm going to be gone for like 40 days, 40 nights, be up at the top of Mount Sinai. And he came down a little late. So as he was coming down late, the people thought like, man, he's not coming back down, man. I don't know what's going on with that scary mountain man and all of the fire and the smoke and the lightning and the thunder. I'm not with that. So they was like they went to Aaron, was like, man, Aaron, make us gods. Make us gods. We need to be gods ourselves. And then Aaron, with the lack of with the lack of righteous leadership, he fell victim to meeting their meeting them where they were, with that wicked mentality. I obliged what's the word? Obliged them. Aaron obliged them with that with that wicked request. He said, "Give me your earrings, and give me all your gold jewelry." And then he made a gold calf for them, or he had them make a gold calf. And they started worshiping the gold calf as if it was a god. Right as Moses was coming down, this is what they did. And then the Most High was like, hold on. As he was on his way, as he was about to, dismiss him, as the Most High was about to dismiss Moses, he was like, hold on, man, them people are down there messing up. They down there worshiping other gods. Go down there and check them. So that's what's happening right now. Moses coming down. He just came. He had a he had stone tablets that the Most High used. The Most High carved these stone tablets with his finger. It was a damn near lightning. Lightning struck these stone tablets and they had the law on it. You can pick up for me, priest. Pick up.
Keep reading or break it down.
I'll break it down.
So, while Moses was up there in Mount Sinai, getting everything from the Lord and everything what to do now, all the instructions. Now, we could blame it on Aaron, but it's not really Aaron. It's Aaron's fault for sure, but it's really Aaron and the people of Israel for just. To be honest, I really don't know what was on their mind for real. Like, they wanted to become as gods, I guess, and then it was like kind of, what would you say? Like, it was like kind of, I guess, like saying who made Moses their leader, which is kind of crazy because they the ones who elected Moses to go up there because nobody else wanted to. Because like the voice of the Lord alone is what makes people like shake in fear. It's scary. You don't want to hear it. So because they couldn't handle the fierceness of the Most High, they was like, "Hey Moses, you go handle that." So they essentially made Moses their leader, but went behind his back and decided to break the commandments anyway, all because of him being gone for too long. And to be honest, Aaron knew better. I don't know why he let that slide. Like, why would he decide? I guess it was like a moment of weakness, you could say that, which is why he let the children of Israel make graven images and commit idolatry.
Why? No water in this boy. This Frankincense and Mo got me coughing up. But yeah, so just like this brother was just breaking down why Aaron fell short of being a good leader. You know what I'm saying? Aaron, he got forgiven, man. You know what I'm saying? I believe he got forgiven. But Yeah, where I left off though was that so Moses, like the finger of the Lord carved in the laws into those tablets. So it was proof that was something to put in the tablet, the Ark of the Covenant. That was proof of that conversation from Moses to the Lord on the top of Mount Sinai. It was something special, that Israel would keep for their generations. Moses got down and he saw what he saw the children of Israel doing, and he just threw that boy on the ground and shattered that boy. He didn't care about nothing. He was like, man, y'all is down here tripping, tripping, tripping. And that's where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? The brother's about to pick up reading. No, a little bit happened after that from where we left last week. So they got judged for that. Yeah,
Right.
they got judged for that. You know what I'm saying? Moses was like he told the Levites. The Levites were the priests, right? He told the Levites, man, put your sword up, put your armor and your swords on, and go throughout the camp and mess up these people that want to worship other gods. So the Levites had to unalive their own brothers and sisters. That's how heavy it was, man. Because who in a congregation where everybody needs to be stoned, who's gonna cast the first stone? So it couldn't just be like, no, let's stone these people. Damn near everybody needs to be stoned. A few people didn't need to be stoned. So we just left it to the Levites. Levites, you know what I'm saying, slay these people. That's how it's gonna be when Christ come back. He might Christ might actually use the Levites, but we in the law of Melchizedek now. So we got Judite priests, we got Issacharite priests, we got Naphtali priests, we got all types of priests from all the 12 tribes. So the priests are gonna be the ones bring him hither and slay me. No, not slay me, but bring him hither and slay thee. That's what Christ said. You know what I'm saying? Slay him before me. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be slaying people that don't want to keep the law. We're gonna be slaying people that don't want to follow Christ. We're gonna be slaying people that want to worship, you know what I'm saying, false gods and idol worship and whatnot. We're gonna be slaying these people. That's what the Levites did back then in the wilderness, man. They had to slay the people, and now you know what I'm saying. We at the end of the chapter. Pretty much, the Most High is talking to Moses about like pretty much like yeah. Now that happened, we're gonna focus on after, because y'all still a camp. But now that happened, we're gonna focus on after this little hiccup that y'all did. Y'all still trying to move to the promised land. This is what we're gonna work on after the aftermath of y'all and that golden calf nonsense. You can go ahead and continue, please, Baba Kasha.
Verse 33. And Moses, and the Lord said unto Moses, whosoever hath sinned against me, him I will blot out of my book. Verse 34. Therefore, now go, lead the people into the place of which I have spoken unto thee. Behold, mine angel shall go before thee. Nevertheless, in the day when I visit, I will visit their sin upon them. Verse 35. And the Lord plagued the people because they made the calf which Aaron made.
So pretty much the Lord, he gave them their what do you call it? Their judgment. You know what I'm saying? He had them slaves, and the Levites slaved them. And verse 34, what the priest just read, was the angel is going to come before you when it's time for you to take hold of that place that I tell you to go take. That's enough. That's the Lord doing this. He almost prefacing what he knows is going to happen again. You know what I'm saying? Remember when the Lord was telling Moses, man, you go tell Pharaoh that this is going to happen. And then he's going to harden his heart. Then that's actually going to happen. The Lord was telling him what's going to happen because the Lord knows what's going to happen. So the Lord was telling Moses what's going to happen. This is Moses. This is the Lord telling Moses again. There's going to be an angel that appeared. Another spoiler. I'm true to my spoilers. You know what I'm saying? In the book of Joshua, you know what I'm saying, the angel is gonna appear when Israel is about to go to war with the Canaanites, and then that's how you know that it's about that the Lord is with Israel, because Joshua is gonna be talking to the angel. Are you a friend or a foe? He's not even gonna know he's an angel. He's just gonna know he's like a mighty a mighty warrior. He's gonna look like a strong soldier. You're not gonna know where he's from. But that's the angel they're talking about. We're about to get into the next chapter. The next chapter is gonna talk about the aftermath and continuing the path in this wilderness.
The book of Exodus 33 verse 1 in the English. And the Lord said unto Moses, Depart and go up hence, thou and the people which thou hast brought up out of the land of Egypt, unto the land which I swear unto Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, saying, Unto thy seed will I give it. Verse 2. And I will send an angel before thee, and I will drive out the Canaanite, the Amorite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Verse 3. Unto a land flowing with milk and honey, for I will not go up in the midst of thee, for thou art a stiff-necked people, lest I consume thee in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4. And when the people heard these evil tidings, they mourned, and no man did put on his ornaments.
So that's pretty much, you got one more after that, but I'll break down 3 and 4 real quick. So unto a land, verse 3, unto a land flowing with milk and honey, for I will not go up in the midst of thee, for thou art a stiff-necked people, lest I consume thee in the way. That's the Most High talking to the Israelites like that they need to be talked to at this point. Like, y'all some badass kids, man. And if you see me, and if I get up out of my chair and meet you in that room, I'm gonna bust your ass. That's how the Most High is talking right now. If I come into the midst of thee, then that made them in verse 4. You know what I'm saying? In verse 4 it says, and when the people heard these evil tidings, they mourned, and no man did put on his ornament. You know, that's meaning like they sad, they're moping around a little bit for the most part. You know what I'm saying? That they like when you yell at your 5-year-old and he know he doing wrong, he not gonna just say sorry and start getting happy right again. He gonna be mad. He gonna be sad a little bit that he messed up and disappointed his father. That's what it's talking about right there. They didn't put on their ornament. They don't got they nice war crowns and they nice garments on and they jewelry and whatnot. They moping around a little bit. Keep going.
Verse 5. For the Lord hath said unto Moses, Say unto the children of Israel, Ye are a stiff-necked people. I will come up into the midst of thee in a moment, and consume thee. Therefore, now put off thy ornaments from thee, that I may know what to do unto thee.
I'm about to get back into the Hebrew. But basically, we heard the gist of what's going on, man. You can always know what the chapter is about by reading the first scripture of that chapter. The first scripture of that chapter is going to give you a basic breakdown of what's to come in that chapter in every book in the Bible. Here it's talking about, you know what I'm saying, get the land of it, the people of Israel, you know what I'm saying, getting out the land of Egypt and getting what, you know what I'm saying, was sworn to their forefathers. The nation and the land that they were sworn to their forefathers. The nation of Israel are the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob was sworn to get a specific land. Right now, this land that was sworn to the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, war is going on over there. War between two heathen nations because they got us up out of there. We got ourselves up out of there, really, when we stopped following the law, statutes, and commandments. When we started doing as the Romans do in Rome. When we started, you know what I'm saying, when we started envying our oppressor and leaning on his ways, man. That's when we lost faith in the Most High and started doing what these heathens do. You know what I'm saying? That's when we lost when we lost the right to call that our land. You know what I'm saying? Hundreds of years later, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor is over there and they dying for our land. But they don't know that them dying for land that's not theirs is prophesied. You know what I'm saying? They're all, it's like to say that word, unalive. They're over there going to war. unaliving each other. But really, that war that's going when everybody put their foot in the war or throw their hat in the ring, is all of that is prophesied. Russia, China, Ukraine, Israel, Iran, even Africa. You know, so all of these 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 supercontinent powers or whatever are supposed to put their hat in the ring. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? They while they all fighting each other, they all a new contender gonna come in the ring. And that new contender is the Most High. It's gonna be represented by Christ and the angels. What 100 million chariots? 100 million chariots gonna block out the sky. Gonna crack open. The sky is gonna look like smoke from all the chariots. And then, man, you see Independence Day. You have an idea of what a chariot, a small chariot, can do. A sky full of all them chariots. A chariot is the vehicle of the angels, which we think as an unidentified objects or UFO. We know them as flying saucers or spacecraft. That's what chariots are in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The angels will be using those chariots to finish off what World War III started, and bring judgment to the people on this world. And after that, we're gonna use the remnants to build the kingdom of heaven for the children of Israel, the children that were beamed up on those chariots and brought to safety. Go ahead. Let's get back to the Hebrew. We're not gonna have too much to go. We're just gonna do 10 more Israel because we do have to cut it short today. We're just gonna do 10 more, and we're gonna call it a wrap after that.
It's the book of Exodus, 33, verse 6 in the Hebrew.
We do 7 actually.
YAHANNA Tazalawa.
YAHANNA.
YAHANNA
YAHANNA.
Tazalawa.
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 It's the same. Tazalawa. Tazalawa. YAHANNA Tazalawa. Yeah.
YAHANNA Tazalawa. Banya Yasher Allah. At. Idiom. Mahar. Chawara. Verse 7. Wa Masha. Yakoha. At. Ha'ahal. Wanata. Lawa. Mahawataza. La. Mahana. Haraka. Man. Ha. Mahana. Wa Kwara'a. Wa. Ahal. Mawa'ai. Wahaya. Call. Mabakwash. Yahweh. Yataza'a. All. Ahal. Mawa'ai. Ashar. Mahawataza. La Mahana. Verse 8. Wahaya. Kataza'at. Masha. All. Ha'ahal. Yakwawamawa. Call. Ha'am. Looks like it ha'ain. Wanatazabawa. Ayash. Basach. Ahol. Wahabayatawa. Acharia. Masha, I, Ba'awa, Pa'a, Hala. Verse 9. Wahaya, Kaba'a, Masha, Pa'a, Hala, Yerad, Imawad, Ha, Ainan, Wa Imad, Masak, Ha Ahal, Wadambar, Ain, Masha. Verse 10. Wara'a, Kal, Ha'aim, Ak, Imawad, Ha'ainan, Imad, Masak, Ha Ahal, Wakum, Kal, Ha'aim.
Wahashata, what?
Wahashasaf,
Oh, that's not that. Sakhawa.
Sakwa,
Wahashatakawa. Wahashatakawa.
Wahashasakwa, Ayash, Masak, Ahalwa. Verse 11. Wadabar, Yahweh, All, Masha, Panyam, All, Panyam, Kaashar, Yadabar, Ayash, All, Ra'ai Hawa, Washab, Allah, Ha, Machana, Wa Masharatha, Yahweh Shai, Bun, No One, Na'ir, La'at, Yamayash, Masawaka, Ha'ahal. Verse 12. Ya'amar, Masha, All, Yahweh, Ra'ah, Asad, Amar, Aliyah, Ha'al, As, Ha'aim, Hazah, Wa'atha, La'ah. Hawadithnaya, Ak, Ashar, Thashalak, Imayah, Wa'atha, Amarath, Yadithvika, Basham, Wagum, Mataza'at, Khan, Ba'ayanya. Verse 13. Wa'itha, Na'ah, Mataza'athia, Khan, Ba'ayanyaka, Hawadanya, Na'ah, As, Daraka, Wa'ai looks like Wa'ada Aika, Lama'ain, Av Mataza'at, Khan, Ba'ayanyaka, Wara'a, Kaya, Imaka, Hagawaya, Hazah. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 33, verse 6 in the English. And the children of Israel stripped themselves of their ornaments by the Mount Horeb. Verse 7. And Moses took the tabernacle and pitched it without the camp, afar from the camp, and called it the tabernacle of the congregation. And it came to pass that every one which sought the Lord went out unto the tabernacle of the congregation, which was without the camp. Verse 8. And it came to pass, when Moses went out unto the tabernacle, that all the people rose up, and stood every man at his tent door, and looked after Moses until he was gone into the tabernacle. Verse 9. And it came to pass, as Moses entered into the tabernacle, the cloudy pillar descended and stood at the door of the tabernacle, and the Lord talked with Moses. Verse 10. And all the people saw the cloudy pillar stand at the tabernacle door, and all the people rose up and worshipped, every man in his tent door.
So when it says Moses pitched the tabernacle away from the camp, you know what I'm saying? The tabernacle wasn't just when Moses did this. The tabernacle wasn't just. Remember, the tabernacle is this gigantic tent-like structure, so that you could do work, so the priest can do the work of the priest. And originally, it was in the midst of the camp, so that they could go and be learn, get their counsel. You know what I'm saying? Get learn class, whatnot. It was just like a school. You know what I'm saying? They sit in the tabernacle, get breakdowns, they get counsel. And mainly the priests were in the tabernacle, but the children of Israel were allowed to be it too. After that whole golden calf situation, you know what I'm saying, and the Most High, you know what I'm saying, shaming them, you know what I'm saying, Moses got the spirit to just have the tabernacle moved a little bit away from these badass kids. You know, badass. When I say badass kids, I mean the children of Israel, because they're messing up right now. So it was moved down. It was moved kind of away from the people. And they said every time Moses went to the tabernacle, the people came outside of their tents. They came outside their houses to watch Moses go. But damn, man, he stayed righteous. Looking at him like that's a brother that didn't drop his sword. You know, that feeling even more salty and more salty. But then it goes on to say when the Moses goes into that tabernacle, the true meaning of why he did that. The Lord was talking to Moses while he was in there. In verse 11. Did you read verse 11 already?
No.
Go ahead.
Verse
No,
11.
my bad. It was really verse 9, because you did read a little bit about it. Verse 9. And it came to pass, as Moses entered the tabernacle, the cloudy pillar descended. That pillar descended, right? There's a big cloud came down, and it stood at the door of the tabernacle, and the Lord talked with Moses. You know what I'm saying? Moses didn't have to go to Mount Sinai no more. He could have his conversations with the Lord right there in the tabernacle. That's the real reason he had to move it away from the congregation, to have real work of the Lord done. Not only are these badass kids, you know what I'm saying, they messed up on their chance to get all their counsels and classes and breakdowns. But now, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking to the Lord here. There's real business going on now. You know, just concerning you. You know what I'm saying? Bad kid. But yeah, go ahead, keep going.
Verse 11. And the Lord spake unto Moses face to face, as a man speaketh unto his friend. And he turned again to the camp, but his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, departed not out of the tabernacle. Verse 12. And Moses said unto the Lord, See, thou sayest unto me, Bring up this people, and thou hast not let me know whom thou wilt send with me. Yet thou hast said, I know thee by name, and thou hast also found grace in my sight. Verse 13. Now therefore I pray thee, if I have found grace in thy sight, shew me now thy way, that I may know thee, that I may find grace in thy sight, and consider that this nation is thy people.
Already, so there's a man stood before Moses. Hold on. Man didn't spend. Come on, I read that wrong. So pretty much Moses is, is asking the Most High. He need new soldiers now. You know what I'm saying? After that fiasco with the golden calf, a lot of the soldiers had to go. So now he needs some real. It's almost like when I mean when a whole bunch of brothers when some of the heads left the I.S.U.P.K and a whole bunch of brothers left with him. And the Commander General YAHANNA was like, man, I need new soldiers. And then the Most High gave Commander General YAHANNA General Muhammad. I think General Muhammad was already there. General Muhammad came after, right? He came after. The Most High gave Commander General YAHANNA General Muhammad. That same situation, I believe, is happening right here. And Moses needed new soldiers. So that's why the Most High gave Moses Joshua. This is the Most High getting. This is Moses getting Joshua. I'm gonna get the clarification on that for next time, but we're gonna close up there. That's where we left off, right? 14. Highlight is right there. Yeah, man. So we're gonna come back next week. At 4, we're gonna start at Exodus 33 and 14. But really, I mean, well, I know this was a short Sabbath, but really, what we could take from it this week is that the Lord loves us, man. That's what we take from it every week, really. But the Lord loves us enough to 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 cut off a member if it offends thee out of our nation. He loves our body. He loves the body so much that if our hand was offending the rest of the body, he cut off the hand. He sees the greater good. The Most High got all those wicked people that want to worship other gods out of the camp, and he did it with love. And he's a strict God. He's a man of war. He's a terrible power, but he loves you. He does it all for you. His whole mission in the wilderness is for the children of Israel. And the Most High nor Moses has not forgotten that yet. Even though it might look like neither of them care. Moses broke the tablets. The Most High talking down to them. They even moved in the tabernacle. But they still concerned about the prosperity of Israel. That covenant that the Most High made with our forefathers. And we can take that today, put it into today. We see, our young soldiers grow up to be transgender. What's Magic Johnson's son name? Who knows? Like, they're not. I know Wade, Wayne, Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade's son name is like Zariah or something like that. He done changed his name to a whole female name. But we see this wickedness in our ways. We see the saucy Santanas. We see people eating crawfish boils and abominations. We see black on black crime. We see people running people home. People stealing Xbox, killing people for PlayStation 5s and whatnot. Sleeping with each other's women. I'm saying we damn near make a spectacle out of it. On Friday, when that pastor left, when the little brother left his crib, his wife was sleeping with the pastor. Things like that. That's abomination. That's not gonna be in that. That's that we making a spectacle out of abominations. That's how common abominations are in today's society. Go ahead, brother.
This is off topic, but did you hear about? There was a sister in Georgia that was like brain dead, but they kept her on life support to keep her alive to deliver the baby because in Georgia they got like real strict abortion policies. So she was pretty much dead at that point, but they kept her alive on purpose to get the baby out.
You just gave me the real. This is just in the school too, right?
No, this is like a system in the world.
Oh, it's just in the world. Okay. Even though it's still bad, but I heard a little bit about that, but I thought you just broke it down full circle for me. Like, damn, that's crazy. That I don't know what man. I'd have to face East for answers on that type of situation because I don't know if it's the right or the wrong thing. The baby lived, right?
I don't know. Maybe did it? I don't know.
I mean, if you
If
could
it did,
say,
if it
but
did, Most High in Christ.
yeah, exactly, if it did, Most High in Christ, but it is still torture to keep a brain dead woman heart beating. You know what I'm saying? Just to deliver. I mean, just to deliver a baby sounds like an understatement. Delivering a baby is really important, but keeping a brain dead woman, that's like torture. I don't even know what. Man, that's beyond me. I'd have to
Yeah.
seek the men above me
Probably
on
call
that
counsel
one.
for that one. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's crazy. I don't even know. But I mean, if I'm not even gonna comment on that because I don't want to say the opinion that's not one West on that situation. As far as the other wickedness, as far as what we know is wicked, as far as you know what I'm saying, the what is it, the injection, the lethal injection, is the lethal injection still going around?
Hmm.
Killing people that are in jail. Not
Uh,
killing, but unaliving. Like,
Probably.
yeah, I'm not sure, but like these sentences, these jail sentences, these what's it called?
Alligator Alcatraz.
Yeah, Alcatraz and these swamp, well, not swamps, but gator infested seas, just to oppress jail people. All this wickedness, man. I say all this to say the Lord still loves you, man. He sees all this BS, and he could just do like last week we read the Lord wanted to do away with the children. That Moses, your children are gonna be the new children of the Most High Moses. But Moses said, no, no. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The Most High is like, yeah, you right. Yeah, I'm gonna deal with them. You know what I'm saying? That's what Christ had to do even later. Christ said, man, remember Abraham, forgive them, Lord. They don't know what they're doing. That's what he said right before he got hung on that cross. So, through the midst of all the evil that you do, black and brown, man, woman, and child, the Most High still loves you, and he got your back. Just because that, so really, I mean, I'm not gonna say we should make some new prayers, but we should start paying a lot more homage to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because if it wasn't for them three brothers, mainly Abraham, you know what I'm saying? The Most High would have been finished with us. Then he has to be reminded of Abraham every time, damn near. That's how much Abraham was so cold with the Lord. That's how much the Lord loved Abraham, bro. Because Abraham, because the Most High see a nation full of saucy Santanas and Roman armor, you know what I'm saying? Worshiping molten calves, celebrating birthdays, eating shrimp. He gonna be like, man, no, I'm finished with them. But no, that's Abraham's son right there, man. That's Abraham. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. I'm gonna send him a chariot. I'm just gonna burn everything around him. You know, but the Most High loves you, man. Remember that, Israel. So really, what you can do with that is love the Most High back. Hearken diligently into His word. Listen to what He got to tell you. He might have something better for you if you do that. But we're gonna close up with that. Now we went way longer than we are supposed to. I'm gonna say I mind you. I'm gonna get into these. We're gonna salute the Torah. Get it. Close up. Not sure. So that would be mine.
Leah
Yashala. gonna salute the Torah. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Shabbat Yah.
Now we're gonna face east and say the Lord's Prayer. Star, which means to turn, and face east. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to find it. Here you go.
Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Wadash.
Wadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malak Watkah.
Malak Watkah.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Wartazakah.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
I.S.H.U.P.K.
I.S.H.U.P.K.
Ba'arataza.
Ba'arataza.
Kawah.
Kawah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Nathanaw.
Nathanlanaw.
Lacham.
Lacham.
Call.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakanaw.
Wasalatanaw.
Kabawatnaw.
Kabawatnaw.
Wasalaknaw.
Kasalatnaw.
Kabawatinaw.
Kabawatinaw.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabaya'inaw.
Tabaya'inaw.
Banasayawan.
Banasayawan.
Ball.
Abal.
Awashayinaw.
Awashayinaw.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rad.
Rad.
Kayah.
Kayah.
Lakah.
Lakah.
Amalakwat.
Amalakwat.
Wa'ala.
Wahala.
Wata Para.
Wahata Para.
Mayawulamium.
Lawulamium.
Aman.
Aman. In the English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
who art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come.
thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done
Thy will be done
in earth as it is in heaven.
in earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts
Forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power
and the power,
and the glory
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry. Put the scroll down, but remain standing. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers and then to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah, Yadim Matah, Charles, our favorite sisters. Courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alathan Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Yadim Matah, last dismissed.